So, okay guys, this is gonna be a trade recap for my position which I took on Thursday here on YM. Longing through this, main objective was not this but here, but it was tagged in MYM, so leave it. The framework behind it was as follows. Prior to Wednesday, prior to Wednesday, I was clear that no opportunity exists for me until one of these is hit. So I was okay missing out on these days here. So once until unless price tags one of these, I will not look to frame anything. This day I took a shot. I explained previously. Now let's get into the next day. Why did I take longs? Now going into the next day, I could have been thinking to frame lower, 100% valid, thinking this as a protected swing framed off of here, right? Then I could look to frame towards here, range high manipulation to range low objective, 100% valid. But if you think this way, consolidation, expansion, and comes back inside the range. Comes back inside the range, then this move is not a consolidation. So what it is, either a retracement, either a reversal, right? I am left with two options. Either this is a retracement, this move back inside the range. Either this is retracement or either this is reversal. And I'm pretty clear, if this is a reversal, I would frame till here. And if this is a retracement, I would frame till there, right? Sure shot. But how would I tell myself if this is a retracement or if this is a reversal? At the first point, I would prefer it to be a reversal off of here, right? But for that, I would need to have certain kind of validations and invalidations going into the next day. If there is an established framework to expand towards an open objective, I would not want deep retracements back inside the range at the first point, right? If this is a valid reversal off of there, then I would want small opposing run and immediate displacement away, and not this deep run back towards this expansion, small retracement, again expansion. This is valid framework, right? And EQ of this day's range, I would want this to stay intact. EQ of this day's range. If this is a reversal, and obviously I would want next day to form OH, small opposing wick, respect the EQ of previous day's range and start displacing lower. Next day it was PPI or something, if I do remember. But now what if this move was retracement? If this was a retracement, then take out your discount premium, range high to range low. It has just swept an area in price which rests around discount of the range, and it has SMT there as well. So if this move back inside was retracement, now price is all set to expand higher. If this was a retracement, right? So we can frame it higher again, right? If this is a retracement, then I would want EQ of this wick to stay respected. This wick here, if bearish, then I would want EQ of this whole candle, assuming this is a reversal. If bullish, assuming this move back inside is a retracement here. How do I tell myself if this is a retracement or reversal off of the low time frame? Let's get into it. This is Thursday here, yes. So if this move back inside is a retracement, then retracement objective to me is met. Then price should expand away from here. Like suppose expansion to then retracement. Retracement objective met. What should price do? Start expanding away from here if the retracement objective is met. But if this is a reversal of here, show lack of willingness to go higher again, then immediately drop down. This is established framework. Retracement shouldn't be too deep if this is gonna be the reversal to hold till there, right? Now it's just how the daily candle is forming that would validate one idea and invalidate the other one. Now 8:30 there was economic red folder economic news. क्या बोलते हैं मैं जो भी समझाओ. So 8:30 would add into my narrative a lot. 8:30 PPN news was there. एक दो तीन. So this 8:30 here, obviously I would not want, if I was bearish, I would not want it to come back this much higher. Even if it does, I could still frame to previous low at least, assuming this is still valid reversal point, right? But this is just forming a bullish daily profile away from this, and this could have been the best retracement objective from where price could again start expanding till previous day high, right? And this is just MYM. If I show you YM had an objective left above previous day high as well here, which was here, a daily relevant swing. This a relevant swing, this a relevant swing. So I was framing this move lower as a retracement, as main objective was still open, this one. I'm not showing you this on YM because very much drawings are on there, so yes. So you could still justify your reasoning that why previous day I could be an objective and why this move lower could be a retracement, because a main objective was still open above previous day and I was targeting that mainly. So going into New York PPI news release, first thing which I would pay attention to is how news release enters the market. As if you were to look here after the first 15 minutes, the news released, this was completely valid to frame it till previous day low at least, like sporting the bearish framework from yesterday's, right? 100% valid. Then you would want this to stay as the high of the day and price should form continuations till there. This should hold. The best place a high of the day could form here. 8:30 news driver manipulating and forming a high of the day. But once this fails, then your bearish idea is most probably failing, right? Then I do already have a thesis for bullish idea. Then I would just stick with it. You cannot flip your bias on everyday basis only when you do have the framework. Remind, let me remind you this. So I take my first entry there. Once 8:30 was flipped to the upside, as if it was gonna go bearish. This is the best place a high of the day could have formed, and I would have wanted a closer through this immediate reject lower to frame it lower, but this never happened. So yes, I am now comfortable framing it higher. My first entry was a limit order there, same target, but it wasn't previous day, it was above previous day. I cannot show it to you on MYM because different values, but yes, somewhere here I got tagged in on this candle, this here, and then by the time 9:30 arrives, I took another pyramid entry here, added to my winner. 9:30 sweeps, forms a protected high with SMT, protected low, sorry, and starts displacing again, aligning to my idea much more. I would obviously add, and I just took a market order there as well with my stop there and trailed my previous position till there. So this was my position. Then I would share what it looked like at that moment. This was it. Now you do get the idea. First entry triggered on this candle, the last black candle before this white candle, the last this one, and second market order after this candle closes here. This average being here because I had already partial. Original average was around there. This black candle around there. So yes, targeting that previous day and still partials left. This was my idea. So yes, there it goes. Any doubts if you still have? Because it has no reason to stop then. 8:30 manipulates, 9:30 should expand away then. But this would only happen if high time frame is aligned for expansion. 8:30, 9:30 only work good when aligned with high time frames. Any doubts for this? हाँ, क्यों कर रही हो नहीं? So your idea of retracement bullish over reversal bearish happened after 8:30 confirmed, but it's failing. Yes, I had conflicting. I could screenshot this and answer. I had conflicting bias, right? I could frame lower, I could frame higher. Both were 100% valid. But if I have conflicting bias, then I need to wait for certain kind of information provided by drivers. 8:30 I won't like pay attention to every day. Only when there would be a news folder, red folder news. It was PPI news this day. So drivers validate or invalidate your idea. If I was gonna frame it lower, which it was 100% good. Previous day reversing of a fair, right? Next day continuing till the extreme range low. 100% valid till there. Remember the daily chart. Then the best spot a high of the day could form. 100% looks like this. And news driver forms high of the day and starts expanding away from it. We would not want to see price revisit this high, right? Else the idea is invalidated. Then I would have wanted just this. Closer through this. Then I could have taken this maybe. Trusting this to hold. Previous day reversal, next day continuation. Again same idea, 8:30 manipulation, expecting 9:30 continuation lower, but this never formed, right? And if this was supposed to be high of the day, price shouldn't have revisited it, right? Now I am just seeing it. 8:30 forms an opposing run prior to 9:30 with the bullish framework of previous day being retracement. What is 9:30 supposed to do? Expand away from it. 8:30 already has formed a opposing leg, retracement leg. So I would try to get in prior to 9:30 with the expectation of 9:30 expanding. That's why I took a limit order prior to 9:30 as well, and then added once 9:30 confirmed my idea as well. All well, I added to my position here and trailed my stop which was here to here. 8:30, 9:30, 8:30, 9:30 won't be as much good every day. Why? It depends on the high time frame framework. If high time frame framework is supposed to expand to either side, right? To upside or to the downside, only then 8:30, 9:30 alignment would work for you. People try to align 8:30, 9:30 every day, they won't work. And 8:30 wouldn't work anyways for every day. Why? It should only work because only if there is a red folder news at 8:30. 9:30 is every day. Equity is open for indices. 8:30 only when there is a red folder news. So then everything is set to expand and it just expands, making most of the daily range. This is the daily range prior to it, this much, and this is the daily range after it. That's why driver alignment is necessary. So now do you get it? My vibe behind this long as well. And why did I take two entries, first there, second there? You do get the reason now, right? Any more doubts? I was having so whenever we have conflicting bias, we wait for, yes, just like today I do have conflicting bias over indices. I want to short NQ, I want to long YM. I would just wait for first red folder at least, which is for today's case, which is 8:30 somewhat news is there. Else, if no red folder is there, I would wait for 9:30. If I do have already established one-sided framework, then I could think of participating prior to 9:30. So whenever we have conflicting bias, we wait for driver to validate one idea and invalidate another idea. Yes, this people don't try to take early entries when you have conflicting bias with correlated assets. Like today, YM tells me higher and NQ tells me lower. I won't force entries. I won't force early entries in the hope of I would get more risk reward. I would wait for one idea to get validated more than the other one and driver to align that idea more and just write this. Better to write this and miss this much than try early entries picking up here, right? Makes sense. Thank you. I was having same issue with conflictive. Yes, because not every day would be textbook. Not every day would be picture perfect clean. So you need to train yourself to thrive through every condition, because taking wins is not as much important as much avoiding losses is. Unnecessary losses, to be honest, because those could be avoided if you just pay a bit more attention. So recapping the idea of the daily, there was this objective here in YM, but even if you don't pay attention to it, leave it for a moment. How price reacts once it tags one side of the range. If this move back lower is reversal or retracement, to me it looked like retracement after 8:30. Validated it. Previous day sweeping a relevant point, resting around equilibrium of the range. Now I can frame this move lower as retracement to then again expansion higher. This is what I did. I did have bearish expectations going into the day, 100%, but those were invalidated by the 9:30, 8:30, 9:30 drivers. So yes, give me this daily chart, I would tell you to short the next day, 100%. But there are reasons I align drivers. I align the daily profile with my idea as well, and not blindly go with any idea. This daily chart I would always think to short the next day till here, but I still long this day. Depends on the intraday framework as well. भाई मेरे टंग स्लिप कर रही है कितनी गंदी आजकल, है ना आदित्य भाई? हिंदी भी नहीं बोली जाती मेरे से, अब क्या कुछ भी नहीं बोल जाता मेरे से? थोड़ा थोड़ा ऐसे बोल देता हूँ. ओके, एनी मोर डाउट्स और एल्स आई विल एंड द रिकॉर्डिंग. रही भी जाने अब हाँ, क्यों? But now I see what you mean when you say let intraday confirm. Yes. Okay, good Josh.